charts. We're going to jump right in the live market. I'm going to show you part of our philosophy, what we do every single day. I'm going to introduce you to some of our innovation, our technology, our live trading rooms. And if it all makes sense to you guys in the presentation today, right? David Hinkle, really? All right, so here we go. If all this makes sense to you, then I'm going to give you guys an opportunity to come trade right alongside with us. Part of the new student launch kicking off the 18th tomorrow, where you can come experience exactly what we do, how we do it, use our technology, and go through us with this over the next 60 days and go see what you can accomplish. Because you're all here on this Monday night looking for opportunity. You know it, I know it. We've turned the calendar into a new year. What are you going to do this year? I mean, at some point, you got to learn a skill. Quit looking for get rich quick. Let's become an overnight millionaire. Let's learn a skill. And I'm going to give you a chance to follow right along with what we do, how we do it, trade right with our team. And if you like the idea of doing that with an organization that will be celebrating 28 years next year, well, hang on to the end because you'll get a chance to be part of that new student launch. So type your phone numbers in the chat box. Type in the word live, L-I-V-E. And a lot of you are asking me if I got your phone numbers. I assure you, if you type them into the chat box, I got fantastic help in here tonight. I got Ken. We got a great staff. They'll reach out to you as soon as we are done. We have to have a good phone number, and we have to have the word live, L-I-V-E, so they know that you want to be in the live session, right? Just type in a good contact. And what we'll do, if we don't get a good number, then we'll just move on to the next person. And let me tell you something. By midnight tonight, New York City time, this will fill up. We will fill this right on up. There's a huge demand to get into these live sessions. We've reserved you guys the first opportunity to get it there. So let's have some fun. Now, real quick, what I'm going to do before I open up the charts, because I got so many people in this live presentation, what I'm going to do, okay, I need to speak to some of our brand new people because a lot of you are just learning about the opportunity in the currency market. If you're more experienced, give me just a couple minutes of grace, okay, to get everybody up to speed on a few basic things, to give you a little bit of foundation to work off. If you're more experienced, trust me, we're going to have fun. We're going to jump into the live market. We're going to get into the cool stuff, live trading opportunities, the technology. But if you're new, the first thing you have to embrace and understand is why the currency market. You know, why not stocks or options or equities or futures? And I got nothing against trading other asset classes. What you'll learn, though, very quickly is the currency market has built-in advantages. And I want all the advantages that I can get, and you're going to want all the advantages you can get. Now, I'm going to go through these pretty quickly, and I'm going to say the biggest advantages for last. But one of the advantages is clearly liquidity now. Liquidity just simply means that there's always buyers, always sellers. You're never stuck holding on to a trade. You can get in, you can get out, and it's liquid. There's no settlement period. Now, what does that mean? Well, in the stock market in the U.S., you have to wait 3 days to touch your money after you've made a trade, right? I don't want to wait 3 days. It's my money, right? I want to be able to reinvest. It's the most liquid market that there is. It's also the most flexible market. Now, this is a major advantage. Now, imagine, picture having the ability off your phone, smart device, anywhere in the world, 10 o'clock at night, sitting down on your couch, opening up your smart device instead of turning on Netflix or Disney Plus or Amazon Prime, opening up your smart device and trading live in the currency market because you can. You can trade the middle of the night. You can trade in the early mornings before you go to work, right? You can trade on your lunch break. You can trade from your car on your lunch break. This is a global 24-hour-a-day market. Now, the best part about it is we trade live with our students every market open globally. And that you will find out very quickly is a huge advantage. We trade live with our students around the world every single market open. Now, the size of this market often surprises new people. It's by far the largest exchange, and it's honestly not even close. It's over $6.5 trillion exchanging hands every 24 hours. But focus to me is very important because it's very practical. If you look at the stock market, and again, I got nothing against stocks, options, equities, futures. I taught options investing for a long time. Once you learn the currency market, you won't look back. And one of the reasons is focus. If you look at just the U.S. stock market today, you could have bought and sold 6,000, 7,000 different stocks, right? That's a lot to manage. The currency market, there's about 61 currency pairs available to trade globally. And here at Market Traders Institute, we focus that down into what we believe are the best 8 to 12 currencies. 8 to 12. Because our philosophy has been for decades. Sure, you can go out and look at the ocean of thousands of stocks and equities to invest in, or you can narrow your opportunities down to 8 to 12. And our experience has shown us through decades, if you're focusing in on 8 to 12 opportunities primarily, what that does, my friends, is that opens up more opportunity to focus on what's important. And what's important to successful traders, long traders, consistent traders, profitable traders, is the skill. It's the skill. It's not what you're buying. It's when you're buying and selling. And if that makes sense to you, well, welcome, because you're going to start to understand the concept of how you take very complex information and you simplify it. So what I need everybody to do is do me a favor, go into that chat box and recognize that you can see that I've switched on over and I've opened up some charts. So everybody do it now. Go into the chat box. And if you can see that I've opened up some charting software, do it now. Just simply go in the chat box and type in yes, type in charts, type in I see it, I'm ready, let's go, I'm excited. Type in something to let us know, though, that you can see, my friends, that I've opened up some charting software. Does everybody see that? Everybody see it? I don't want to leave anybody behind. We got a lot of new people in here, right? All right, so what you're looking at, my friends, is what is called Smart Trader. This is the world-class trading platform that we all use right here at Market Traders Institute. We've had a hand in developing this world-class technology with our partners. We're very proud of this technology. We've spent a lot of money on this technology, millions and millions of dollars in investment over the last 10 years to build what we believe is the best trading technology that there is in the world. And I said this earlier, I'm 52 years old. I got my broker's license in 1999. This is what I've been around for over half my life. This is the best trading technology that I've ever been associated with. Again, we take complex information and we simplify it. If you're brand new, you're going to love it. If you're experienced, you're going to love it, because when you start to see the automation, the smart tools, it's just the innovation is incredible. Now, what's cool about Smart Trader, this technology, is it's cloud-based, which means within about 15 minutes after this presentation, you're all going to have an opportunity to have it on your iPhones, your Androids, your Macs, your PCs. You can use it live in the market anywhere in the world with our team. Not only can you use Smart Trader to analyze your stocks, your options, your equities, you can use all equities. You can use it for your currencies, which we're talking about today, and over 37 cryptocurrencies as well. This is elite. Now, today what we're talking about is trading the biggest market in the world, the fiat currency market, trading one country's currency versus another. And when we're trading the fiat currency market, one country's currency versus another, it's like any other asset class, right? We all understand very simply buy low, sell high, right? Everybody understands that. Well, same thing in the currency market. We want to buy low, sell high. And there's a lot of money to be made in the currency market as well. When it's moving the other direction, we can profit on the way down. So we can profit on the way up. We can profit on the way down. Now, here's the key, though. As a currency trader, you've got one main job, my friends. Your job as a currency trader, if you're new, write this down, is to capture pips. Capture pips. Now, I mentioned pips a couple times earlier. What's a pip? A pip is an acronym for price, price, interest, point. Price, interest, point. Pips. Your job is to capture pips. A pip is a price interest point. Now, I'm not going to get into a mathematical breakdown in this presentation of how we factor pips. I don't want to turn this into a math lesson and bore everybody to death. I will tell you, though, if you're interested in how you can calculate pips mathematically, you can reach out to our team as soon as this presentation is over. They'll be happy to explain to you how you factor pips. What we're going to talk about is the important part. George, I'm here for you. This is the thing. What we're going to talk about is the important part. How we capture the pips, right? How pips turn into money that we can spend. That's why you're all here. How pips can help you pay your mortgage, pay your electric bill, buy you a car, right? This is what we're going to talk about, is how we capture the pips and how pips turn into money that you can spend. Your job, though, as a currency trader, is to capture pips on the way up and on the way down. Now, a lot of you are new to looking at charts over here on the right-hand side. you can see that's a representation of price. Along the bottom is a representation of time. So on the right-hand side, we've got price, and along the bottom, we've got time. Now, if you look in the middle of the screen, you're going to see there's a currency pair listed. Does everybody see this currency pair? Everybody do it right now. All right, everybody type in yes right here. Type in yes if you can see where it says US dollar, Japanese yen, and we're on a 1 hour chart. Does everybody see that? It's also listed up here in the top left-hand corner. So what we're looking at is the US dollar, Japanese yen, 1 hour chart. We're just trading one currency versus another. But really what we're focused in on with this chart are the green and the blue boxes. The green and the blue boxes are what are called Japanese candlesticks. Green and the blue boxes are what are called Japanese candlesticks. Now, Japanese candlesticks are a visual representation of how much the market has moved within a particular period of time. Because we're on a 1 hour chart, these are 1 hour candlesticks. If we were on a weekly chart, these would be weekly candlesticks. If we were on a 5-minute chart, these would be 5-minute candlesticks. Now, candlesticks, listen close, they're very important. Very, very important to traders because what they do is they form in patterns. You're going to see this. You're going to see this throughout the presentation when we get into the live market. These candlesticks will form in patterns. And as these candlesticks form in patterns, they will speak to traders. They will tell traders when there's a shift of trend, a change of momentum, a transfer of energy. And the currency market, my friends, is all energy. And you're going to see it in the live market. But as these shifts take place, traders will use this information to apply to their skill sets as part of the process for buying and selling. So great way to think of candlesticks are they're like the sign language of the market. Say that with me from your home out loud, right? Candlestick formations are what the sign language of the market. And we're going to talk more about candlesticks and candlestick formations as we move through the presentation. Now, real quick, let me break down what a trade looks like. Now, we're going to jump into live market, break down live opportunities, have fun. But let me just real quickly, I'm not going to do any analysis yet. We'll do that in a moment. Let me show you what a trade looks like. If you were to buy right down here and sell right up here, okay? So follow me on this. You can do it. If you bought right down here where that pink arrow is, and let's say you held on and you sold right up here, okay? So the difference between buying down here where that line is and selling up there where that line is the difference between the number on the right and the number above it on the right. Now, the difference between those two numbers over here where you bought and where you sold, very simply, if you subtract that, that's the amount of pips that you would profit. If I grab my little ruler right here, we'll measure right on up. It's going to tell us all about it right here. And I know that this is way too small for some of you to see. It's just an example. I'll read it off to you. But what it's telling us is you'd have bought into this trade November 10th. You'd have sold out of the trade same day, November 10th. You had an opportunity to make 102 pips, and you'd have been that trade for 10 bars. Now, bars equal candlesticks. Because we are on a chart where our candlesticks are all represented in hours, 10 bars means you were in the trade for 10 hours. Now, everybody, you can do it. If you understand what I just went over, type in yes so we can move on. Simply just type in yes if you understand this quick example. You'd have bought and sold in 10 hours and had an opportunity to make about 102 pips, right? Does everybody understand that? All right, good. So when we trade in the currency market, we trade in what are called lot sizes, L-O-T, lot sizes. Write this down if you're new, okay? There's 3 different lot sizes you can trade. And again, anytime I ask you a question, if you don't want to type in the whole yes, just type in a Y. Just so I don't want to leave anybody behind. We got a huge group in here tonight. Excited. We got the new student launch tomorrow, a bunch of cool stuff. All right, good. All right, so here we go. Lot sizes. Micro lots, mini lots, standard lots. There's 3 different lot sizes you can trade. Micro lots, mini lots, standard lots. When you trade with the micro lot, every investment you make, it's about $20 US. About $20. That's one of the great things about the currency market. It doesn't take a lot of money. You can start small. You can grow your account over time. Now, most of my students, they're going to trade a minimum of a mini lot, right? That's a $200 investment per trade. And the standard lot, my friends, that's a $2,000 investment per trade. Now, each one of these have a different profit value to them. When you trade with that micro lot, every pip you earn on that $20 investment you make, 10 cents per pip. Now follow me. Let's go right over here. Let me show you what this looks like. Let's say you make this trade, this example right here, this buy and this sell. And what you did, my friends, is let's say you invested in a micro lot. In a micro lot. So if you invest in a micro lot, that means you've invested $20. Now, we're not a broker. We'll help you get a broker, right? That's simple. We work with brokers all over the world, been working with brokers all over the world for decades. But your broker, they're going to hold on to your money, okay? So in this example, they're holding on to your $20. Well, you're in this trade for 10 hours. You sell out, broker hands you your $20 back. You made 102 pips. Well, you just learned a moment ago, every single pip you earn on that micro lot, you make 10 cents. That means you just made a $10.20 profit. And you did that, my friends, in a matter of 10 hours of time. Now, that's not necessarily a lot of money, but it's a phenomenal return on investment. But it gets even better. We can make this same trade, this same buy, this same sell, and not have to do any more work. It's the exact same opportunity. But now what we've invested in is a mini lot. Here's the cool part. You can invest in 10 mini lots if you choose. You can invest in 10 micro lots if you choose. But let's say in this example, you invest in one mini lot. It's the same trade. You didn't do anything different. All you did is you bumped up your investment into that mini lot. So now you've invested $200. Broker's holding on to your $200. You're in it for 10 hours of time. You made the same 102 pips, right? Here's the difference. It's risk reward. You invested a little bit more money. Well, therefore, the market produced a bigger reward. Every single pip just earned you $1. Now, $1 per pip adds up pretty quick because that's a $102 profit on a $200 investment. And you did that, my friends, in a matter of what? 10 hours of time. We give students all over the world an opportunity to make these trades every single day in the live market. Hey, Ken, can you get these questions, please? All right. Here's the thing, my friends. This is what we do with students around the world every single day, right? And again, you can trade upwards of over 4, 5, 6, 10 lots if you choose, right? 10 lots if you choose. All right. So here's the thing. Let's say we bump this up. And what we do now is we invest in this exact same trade, same setup, same everything. The only thing we do differently now is now what we've done is we've invested now into a standard lot. It's the same trade. It's the same setup. It's the same buy. It's the same sell. All you're doing is you're bumping up into a $2,000 investment. So now you've invested $2,000 into this trade. So same trade, same opportunity. Now broker's holding on to your $2,000, right? You made the same exact trade in 10 hours. Sell out, broker hands you your $2,000 back. You made the same 102 pips, but again, it's risk reward. Because you took a little bit more risk, the market produced a bigger reward. Every single pip, my friend, just earned you $10 per pip. Now, $10 per pip, my friends, is up over now $1,000 profit on a $2,000 investment. This is what we do every single day with students all over the world, right here, okay? Every single day. Just saying, Delfino, if you'd have been here on time, you would have learned that I'm going to do live trades in just a moment, my friend. All right, so here's the thing, my friends. We do this with students every single day in the live market, and we have been doing it for 27 years come April. And I will take you into the live market, and you will see students, people like you, who have already made 17 days into this year, 4,000 pips, 5,000 pips. On a standard lot, that's $40,000 to $50,000. You're going to see students who take advantage of the biggest opportunity because the biggest advantage is leverage. If you don't know anything about leverage, my friends, you're about to learn why the currency market's the biggest, best asset class that there is. Why the biggest hedge funds, private equity, money managers, governments, lending institutions have been investing in this for 30 years. In the currency market, Delfino, just saying, you get upwards of 50 to 1 in the U.S. Outside of the U.S., we get upwards to 300 to 1 leverage. But at the end of the day, this is why we continue to be the best in the world at what we do. And you're going to see students in the last, like I said, in the last 24 hours, you'll see them posting on Facebook. You'll see them in our chat rooms. You're going to see them in Instagram. Results rule. This is why we continue to grow. 5,500 pips in a week, 30,000 pips in a year, 50,000 pips in a year. And I'm going to show you results from this year, last year, 5 years. We're going to celebrate 28 years in April. So if you're looking for a skill, And if you're looking for a real opportunity, not let's get rich quick, money overnight, bang, boom, let's buy the next Dogecoin, hope that Elon Musk burps and it goes up 50%. No, if you want to look at a skill where you can have consistency in these markets like these students, well, you're in the right spot at the right time. Because again, we've been doing this for decades, my friends, and the market is fire right now. And one of the biggest opportunities we've zeroed in right here, my friends, is over 7,100 pips. They pay me like a rock star, Terry Steen. Here's the thing, 7,100 pips, upwards of $70,000 worth of potential profits. This is tomorrow. A lot of you have logged in late. Hey, Ken, can you get these questions, please? Here's the thing, my friends, 70,000 pips. We're giving this trade out tomorrow. We've been holding on to this. Tomorrow, we're launching the Kiwi Bull Rush, 7 p.m., what about 24 hours from now? If you'd like to get an opportunity to be in this live session tomorrow, what you need to do is just simply type in your phone number, type in the word live, L-I-V-E, and my team will reach out to you as soon as we're done. We'll get you everything you need to get into this session. We're going to give you the blueprint, the buys, the sells, the workspaces. You don't have to have any experience whatsoever. You can be brand new. You can be experienced. Show up. That's what you need to do. And what you're going to see, my friends, here we go. What we're going to do is, Delfino, write all your questions down at the end, because everything you're going to ask me, Delfino, I will cover by the end of the presentation. And if I don't cover everything for every one of you, the great news is we will be happy to reach out and answer every question as long as you have. So what we're going to do now, again, if you've already typed your contact information in once, you do not need to do it again. We've got a huge group in here. Thank you, Ken. I want to make sure everybody gets an opportunity to get registered, because this will fill up. As soon as we're done, this is going to get pushed out to our social media, and we got a huge social media chain, and it'll fill right up. You're getting the first opportunity. So just one time, type your phone number in. I promise you we'll get you registered. Team will reach out to you as soon as we're done. We're going to give you everything you need to trade the Kiwi Bull Rush with us and have some fun with this. So let's do this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the charts. Okay, we're going to jump into live market. And we're going to start to break down some of our philosophy, our techniques. We're going to talk a little bit about live market opportunities. I'm going to look at live moving trades. We're going to talk about the live trading rooms. We're going to introduce you to technology. And most importantly, today's a day about action. That's why we got so many people in here. Tomorrow is the new student launch, the 18th. We've had this circled on the calendar. We're launching it tomorrow. The 60-day run, 60-day launch to come trade with our team over the next 60 days and go see how many pips you can accumulate for you and your family through our process. So if you're interested in that, hang tight. We'll get to that in just a couple minutes here. But the first thing I want to do is I want to talk a little bit about the patterns you will learn to understand very quickly in the currency market, because the currency market's so visual. In addition to all these great things, the leverage, the buying power you get, 50-1 in the U.S., 300-1 outside of the U.S., the fact that it's a 24-hour-a-day market, all these great things, right? It's also the most visual asset class. Now, when I talk about a visual asset class, what I'm talking about is the currency market moves in very, very unique patterns, but they're very visual patterns. Now, what I want everybody to do, I know a bunch of you are typing your information in there. Once you're done with that, I want you to focus on the screen. I don't want to lose anybody here. The currency market moves in these visual patterns, of which we describe as wave patterns. So simply, everybody, so I know you're back with me, just go in the chat box and just type in the word wave, W-A-V-E. Do it now. Type in the word wave, because what you're going to see is the currency market, okay, the currency market moves in natural, orderly, energy, wave-like patterns. Wave patterns. And again, you're going to see this in the live market on the way up. You're going to see it in the live market on the way down. And you're going to see this over and over and over and over again. Every time frame, every currency pair. Now, what do I mean by wave patterns? Currency market moves, makes higher highs, lower lows. Lower highs, higher lows. Higher highs, lower lows, wave energy patterns. Now, what we're looking to do as skilled traders, following a formula, rules-based trading, right, is we're looking to profit. Everybody understands buy low, sell high. Well, again, there's a lot of money to be made in the currency market when it moves down. And here's the thing. You can profit on the way up and the way down. And for those of you that are equities traders, stock traders, options traders, it's way easier to trade the currency market on the way down than it is the equities market. You don't have to have a margin account. You don't have to trade put options. You can as easily enter trades on the way up as you can enter trades on the way down. But here's the key, right? There's 3 things that you got to know in every successful currency trade. And write these down in your notes, okay? Because really, the foundation of everything that we've been teaching as an organization, 30,000 people around the world doing this for 28 years, it really all starts right here, if you ask me. There's 3 things you got to know every successful trade. Number 1, and again, write these down in your own personal notes. You have to understand what is described as overall market direction. Got to know overall market direction. Number 2, you have to understand when to get in, which is an entry point, when to get into the market, right? And number 3, you have to understand when to get out of the market. Overall market direction, when to get in, when to get out, but the key is knowing why. If you don't know why you're making decisions as a trader, you know what you're doing, you're guessing. And if you're guessing, you're gambling. And if you're gambling, that tells me you're comfortable with losing, because gamblers don't last. They don't. This is not for luck. This is not for magic. This is not for mystery, because you're competing against skilled traders. We develop sharks, my friends. This is what we do. You've got to understand why. Now, the moment that you come on board tonight as a student, you'll find out pretty quickly you're going to have advantages over the large majority of the traders that are out there through your education, through the incredible technology. I'm going to start to demonstrate Smart Trader and the innovation. But to me, the most important thing that we have is our people. I mean, I've worked with some of the analysts at Market Traders Institute for 20 years. Some of the same people you will work with, I've worked with for 20 years. Some of them 10 years. These are individuals that have foreign currency experience for decades, let alone the chief for 30 years. You'll have mentors, live traders around the world, around the clock. Now, one of the concepts, though, that we love to teach, one of our favorite is what is called Fibonacci analysis, right? Now, if you don't know what a Fibonacci analysis, don't worry about it. I'll give you kind of a high-level definition. If it sounds like a foreign word to you, foreign language, don't worry, it is to most people. Fibonacci analysis. What is it, right? Well, Fibonacci analysis, one of our favorite ways to teach the trade, and really that's because our founder, Jared Martinez, is considered to be the chief, one of the best Fibonacci teachers, traders, mentors that has ever lived. I mean, he's written best-selling books. He's traveled the world. He's a living legend as it relates to understanding concepts in these markets of trading these types of approaches. But what's a Fibonacci for those of you that are new, right? Fibonacci analysis is built around the findings of 13th century mathematician Leonardo Fibonacci. Okay, now this guy right here, Leonardo Fibonacci, considered to be a brilliant mathematician, way ahead of his time. But what he discovered, okay, is throughout the universe, there's natural energy patterns surrounding us everywhere. And this is fascinating when you start to look into this. You can Google this when we're done. Don't Google it now, because trust me, you'll get caught up into a wormhole. Do that later. Follow me right now, because I'm going to relate this to what we're talking about right now. But Leonardo Fibonacci discovered that these natural orderly energy patterns, right, are around us everywhere, okay? And these natural orderly energy patterns surrounding us everywhere can be measured and predicted through series and sequences of numbers. Again, Fibonacci analysis. You might have heard this called the golden ratio, nature's numbering system. Well, it's math. And what Leonardo Fibonacci discovered is around us everywhere these patterns exist. Now, for example, if you look at the way the branches grow in a tree, the branches do not grow up in a tree random. They grow up in a natural, orderly, energy, predictable pattern. Well, same holds true when you start to look around and you realize animals reproduce in natural, orderly, energy, predictable patterns. This little pattern right here, come right over here, right here in the middle of the screen, this is a Fibonacci pattern. This is a Fibonacci sequence. Well, when you start to look around and you realize these patterns are everywhere, from the stars in the sky to the stripes on a zebra, to the scales on a fish. When you look at the petals on this sunflower, it does not grow random. It grows in a natural, orderly, energy, predictable pattern. Everything, my friends, to the print on your thumb, to the weather patterns that come over your house, to the bones in your hand. Everything moves in these natural, orderly, energy, predictable patterns. Well, what's the beautiful thing you're learning about the currency market? And you will learn the power of this is the currency market moves in natural, orderly, energy wave patterns. So here at Market Traders Institute, one of the concepts we love to teach, my friends, is built around mathematical principles, Fibonacci analysis. We use math within the markets to predict, right? In the currencies, in the markets, the previous buying and selling and highs and lows and energy out, all those natural historical trends, mathematically where those trends have been. We use these techniques through what are called Fibonacci retracements and extensions to predict where these patterns will move into the future, and then we go look to profit on it. We use math. Does that make sense to everybody? If so, type in yes, type in kind of, type in no, type in I am lost. But every single one of you, type something in the chat box to let me know that you're listening. I don't care if it's a word, a number, an emoji, a phrase. Let me know that you're listening. Because regardless of what you think that I think about this, you're going to see people all over the world making a lot of money off of what I'm about to introduce you to next. We use math, my friends. Now, the good news is you don't have to be a mathematician to do this. You're going to see our technology will do all this analysis for you, my friends, simply with the swipe of your finger on your phone. And we're going to do this in the live market on live moving trades. You can do it. We use math. Now, what does that mean? Let me show you how this works. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take this theory and we're going to apply it right into the live market. Okay. Now, the currency market moves in these wave patterns, remember, making what are called higher highs and lower lows, and higher highs and lower lows, and higher highs and lower highs, right? And then higher lows and lower lows, and higher highs and lower lows, and lower highs and higher highs, waves of energy patterns, right? So you got a currency that's moving through a natural energy wave pattern. Now, our founder, again, the chief, Jared Martinez, considered to be one of the best Fibonacci teachers, traders, mentors that has ever lived, a concept that he loves to teach, to understand how to profit through these markets and understand how to measure these wave patterns. It's very simply what we describe as the ABCD pattern. Everybody do it now. Just simply type in ABCD. Go in that chat box and type in ABCD. Because this little ABCD pattern right here for many of you, and I don't care if you've been trading for 20 years, is going to be the best little trading technique that you've ever learned. It's going to unlock opportunity, and this is not hyperbole, an overstatement, an exaggeration. I've been doing and teaching this for decades. ABCD, and we're going to do this in the live market, right? Watch how this works, right? ABCD patterns. So we have a currency that's moving through a natural energy pattern. And the way that we start to break this down is very simply. I'm going to come right over here. Your last low is always your A. Your next high is always going to be your B. The next right down here is going to be what's called the C reversal. And this is what is described as the D extension. So A is the low, B is the next high, C is the reversal, D is the extension. Now, I'm going to draw a manual Fibonacci. Now, again, we're going to let technology do all this for us in a moment. I'm going to come right over here, grab my little tool, and we're going to measure right on up, just like that. That's a manual Fibonacci. I grab my little tool, I go up from my low up to my high, and all these lines right here are what are called Fibonacci extensions. Those are natural energy patterns, my friends, right? Now, we can use these concepts to trade on the way up or on the way down. When we're trading up, like this example, again, we're trading up to what are called Fibonacci extensions. When we trade down, we trade to what are called retracements. Now, follow me. We've got a currency moving through this ABCD pattern. Next, we draw what are described as the buy zones. I'm going to shade these, very simple to make you follow, very easy. You can do this. That's the red buy zone, entry zone. Below the red, I'm going to shade this one in. We're going to make this one green. This one's going to be our green buy zone. So we got red. We're going to have green right here. Okay. Make this one green. And our third buy zone, we're going to shade this one in. We're going to make this one blue. Make this one blue. So we got red, we got green, and we're going to have blue. So everybody should be able to see all three colors. If you can't see all three colors, let us know in the chat box because you're going to get lost very quickly. All right, everybody can see all three colors, red, blue, and green, yes? All right, good. So now what we want to see have happen is we've got this currency moving through a wave. We want this currency to form this low at the A right down here, okay? Move on up and form our B at our high. But what we're looking for right here, and what I did, I made a mistake right here. Hold on, I don't want to confuse anybody. I don't know what I'm doing right here, but I made this should be my blue, sorry. This should be my blue, and this should be my green. This should be my green. So now we got this orderly. I don't know what I'm thinking right here. So now we got red, blue, and green. Okay, so back it up right here. We got red, blue, and green, buy zones. So when I come right over here, what I'm going to do now is we got our A, which is our low. We want the energy to move up, form our B and our high. But this is what we're looking for. This natural shift of energy, which is described, my friends, as the C reversal. And again, the currency market is all energy. And you'll see this in the live market. And what we want to see have happen is this natural shift of energy, this C reversal, where we can buy into this energy pattern, trade this on the way up, and let the Fibonacci analysis, the mathematics determine when we're going to sell, our exit strategy, right? The math. Now, we will use, listen close, we will use different types of analysis down here to determine good, clean entry points, when we're going to buy. We'll use things such as trend line breaks and counter trend line breaks and candlestick formations. And you know what? Don't get caught up into all of that right now. You're going to see in a moment when we get into the live market, the technology of Smart Trader, this trading platform, is going to do all of this analysis for you instantly, automatically in the live market. It's brilliant. It's intuitive. And you know what? You're going to love it. And I'm going to give you a chance to use it. What I just need you to know and understand is this concept. So when we get in the live market and we start quickly moving through these, you're going to have that wow moment. When you see this on pips, opportunities being made in the market, you're going to go, wow, I need to be using this. And the great news is I'm going to give you a chance to use it. But watch, let's just say we've got our currency moving through this wave pattern. So we got our A, we got our B. And let's say for a quick example here, our C entry distinguishes itself down here in the area of which we describe as the green buy zone right here, right? So the analysis lines up beautifully. The analysts support it. The education supports it. The technology supports it. You determine, okay, we're going to make a buy right here in the green buy zone. Well, look up here. There's a green line. That's a Fibonacci extension. That's a Fibonacci extension. And that's a Fibonacci extension. This green line, this green Fibonacci extension, it's what's called the 1180. It's got some numbers right there. It's probably too small for you to see, but that's the 1180. If you can imagine this moving all the way across your chart, if you were to buy down here in the green buy zone, what you're going to do is you're going to mathematically target the trade from the green buy zone all the way up to strike the green Fibonacci extension. Well, if you buy in the green buy zone, why would you sell at the green Fibonacci extension? Well, it's all math. It's all math. What the system is telling you, what Smart Trader is telling you, is based on the previous buying and selling and highs and lows and energy in and energy out, where all that natural historical and data has been, where you bought into that trade. If you continue to hold on in this trade past that green Fibonacci extension, the math starts to move against you and the probabilities will increase. The trade will go the other direction. If you buy in the green zone, you sell at the green Fibonacci extension, right? Green to green. Well, if you buy right here in the blue buy zone, right down here, much smaller zone, what you're going to do is you're going to buy from the blue buy zone and you're going to target to trade this all the way up, okay? All the way up to the blue Fibonacci extension. Blue zone, blue target. And if you buy anywhere here, the red buy zone, the biggest buy zone, you're going to target the trade all the way up to that very famous Fibonacci extension right there, the 1618. And you're going to trade from the red buy zone all the way up to your target, and you hit that red Fibonacci extension. So what you're going to do is you're going to buy and sell green to green, blue to blue, red to red. And we're going to do that through Fibonacci analysis through the ABCD pattern. So if that makes sense to everybody, so we can move on, type in yes. So we can move on and we can put this on some candles, and then we're going to take this right into the live market. Green to green, blue to blue, red to red. Okay? Green to green, blue to blue, red to red, right? Everybody understand that? All right, good. Now I'm going to put this on some candles. Don't worry about the currency pair. Don't worry about the currency pair. You lose your money, Terry. Don't worry about the currency pair. It'll matter in a moment. It's the Great British Pound, New Zealand dollar, but it's just a quick example, okay? Now watch how this works, okay? Well, Norm, then you're going to love the automation in a moment, my friend. What I need everybody to understand is that we are on a 1 hour chart. So really the only thing that I need you to understand about this quick example, we're going to look at live up to the second trade. And just for those of you that have logged in late, you're late. You're tardy, right? Be on time. All right, so here we go. For those of you that logged in late, this is a live presentation. It's January 17th. It's 7:57 p.m. We're going to look at live trading opportunities in a moment. You need to understand this concept real quick, right? Now watch. Check this out. Come right over here. We've got 1 hour time frame, 1 hour candles. The way that we start to break this down, okay? Watch how this works. Right down here, our last low is right there. There's our A. Our next high is right over here. That's a B. Okay, Delfino, you be best to write down all your questions, my friends, and then we'll reach out to you right afterwards. We'll answer everyone. Focus in on, because a lot of what you're asking me, I promise you, I'm going to answer. So again, here we go. We start to break down a currency moving through a wave. There's our last low. That's an A. That's our next high. That's a B. So we have an AB boundary. Well, I'm going to draw a manual Fibonacci. Okay, watch from low to high, A to B, just right there. Low to high, A to B. So we've got a natural energy pattern that's starting to develop. So what we're looking for, okay, is our AB boundary. But what we want to see for a trading opportunity is a shift of trend, a shift of momentum. Again, the currency market's all energy. We want to buy that energy and trade that mathematically, right? Well, what's going to tell us about what's happening right now are those current candles, right? So let's talk about candlesticks and candlestick formations again for a second. Remember what we say, they are the sign language of the market. Candlesticks, candlestick formations are the sign language of the market. Well, if you look in the middle of the screen right here, we got a couple candles. We got a green one, we got a blue one. If I click on this green one, now I know it's old. It's just a quick example, right? It's got a date. It's got an open, a high, a low, and a close, volume, total range, and open to close, right? What does all of that mean? Well, what that means, my friends, is pretty straightforward. You can do it. Check this out. Come right over here. And what this is telling us, okay, is we'd have bought into this currency, or excuse me, what this is telling us is this candlestick opened up right there. So this candle opens up right here, and it moves down for a low, okay? It moved up for the high, and what it did is it moved down, and it closed right there, and it closed green, which means that the buyers were in control. The momentum, the energy was moving into the currency pair, right? Mathematically, we trended up. The bulls were in control. We moved up over that hour. Well, candlesticks are automatic. They're like a clock. You can't stop them. Every currency pair, every time frame, on the way up and on the way down. When one candle closes, instantly your next one will open. Well, our next candle opens up, and it opens up blue. It moves way up for a high, moves way down for a low. That was the range of which it traded within the hour, and then it settled in and it closed blue. The sellers were in control. The momentum, the energy was mathematically pouring out of the currency pair. The sellers were in control. We trended down. The bears were in control, right? Those of you that are interested in bulls and bears. We trended down over the hour. Well, let's go take a peek at what's happening at the current candles, because what we're looking for over here, is an opportunity for a trade. So if we go all the way over here, let's look at the last 3 hours of trading. You can see we got over here on the far right-hand side, you can do it. We've got what? 1 blue candle, 2 blue candles, 3 blue candles. So over the last 3 hours of trading, who's been in control, right? What's been in control? Who's been in control? The sellers, right? The momentum, the energy has been pushing out of this currency pair. The bears are in control. We're trending down over the last 3 hours, right? Everybody can see that. We got back to back to back blue candles. Again, what we're looking for is a shift of energy for a potential trading opportunity. Do we get that in our next candle? No. Now we're 4 hours into this downward push. Now listen, for those of you that are visual people, I'm going to draw what's called a trend line. Now the trend line tells the story. Trend line tells the story. Clearly, that's a downward trend. You can see right there. Now, if you're a visual person, you're going to learn to love trend lines because it really helps you understand and visually see these wave patterns over and over again. And you can see we got a clear downward trend. What we're looking for is that shift of trend, that transfer of energy for a potential entry point. Do we get that in our next candle? Nope. Now we're 5 hours into a downward trend. Do we get that shift of trend in our next candle? Boom. Everybody, when you see that green candle appear, type in a G for green. When you realize, okay, there's a shift of energy, type in a G for green, because this is what the currency market does. It's a shift of energy where the buyer, type in a G for green, every single one of you, we got a huge group in here. If you can recognize and see, okay, the buyers have stepped in, they've taken control, they've pushed the sellers aside, we've got a huge shift of momentum, right? Everybody type in a G for green. Now listen, this trend line, remember our trend line coming right down through here is important, right? What the trend line does is we broke through a trend line. We got to keep typing in the G for green. We got a big, strong, thick green candle. Momentum and energy is transferring. But listen, this is key. Below the trend line is what is called mathematically the sell zone. Above the trend line, my friends, is what is described as the buy zone. The sell zone, the buy zone. So the energy has shifted mathematically and moved into the buy zone. This, my friends, is what we describe as our natural C entry. A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D. And you're going to see this over and over again in the live market in just a second here. A, B, C, D. Now, A, B, C, D. Here we go. We're sitting in a mathematical buy zone. If you think about the last chart that I showed you with the red, the green, and the blue entry zones, where are we at? We're sitting right here in a mathematical red buy zone, which means where are we looking to target to trade? All the way up to that 1618 and trade from the red zone to the red target. Does everybody understand that? Just simply type in yes. Type in the letter Y. If you understand, we're in the red zone, which means mathematically our target is to trade the mathematical energy up to that red Fibonacci extension, right? Everybody type in yes. A, B, C, D. You're learning to trade the energy, the mathematical market right here, a Fibonacci analysis, A, B, C, D. That's the pattern we're looking to trade. Right now, here's the cool news. When you know your entry, you know your exit, you can factor your opportunity. Look, if we hit this mathematical target right there, look how many pips of opportunity this is. That's about 90 pips. 90 pips. So we're going to call this a 90 pip target. 90 pip target is what this is. If it hits the Fibonacci extension, the D, we've got an opportunity to make 90 pips. Now in a second here, again, we're going to do this on live up to the second moving charts. You're going to see waves beautifully laid out in front of your eye. You're also going to see in a moment here, students, again, 17 days into this year, already made 4,000 pips. On a standard lot, that's $30,000, $40,000 worth of potential profit. 17 days into the new year. We got students last year making 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, 50,000 pips. We got students in a year making over 100,000 pips with Market Traders Institute. But let me tell you something, and let's all be adults here. You're not going to win every trade. They're not winning every trade. Nobody wins every trade. That is not reality. We operate in reality because we've been doing this for 27, soon to be 28 years. And the reality is you're going to lose some trades, but that's okay. Because as a currency trader, you don't have to win every trade in order to have an opportunity to make a lot of money. But what you have to understand is the most important part of trading, which is the equity management. The most important part of trading is equity management, risk management, how you maximize your gains and minimize your losses for the moments in time that the markets will move against you, because they will. And if they do, and they move against you, you're going to learn to be protected and understand proper risk management. It's okay. It's part of being a trader. When you know it, you expect it. It's part of the process, right? This is a skill, my friends. It's repetition of mother of all skill set, is doing the right things over and over and over and over again. This is a skill set, right? The most important part of trading is risk management. Now, when you come on board as a student, you're going to find out very quickly. Most important thing we talk about every single day is equity management. We teach it in our 2-day Wealth and Freedom Experience training sessions. We build a lot of theory into our technology. Equity management, risk management, the most important part of trading. Now, To give you a basic example in our short time here together today, at a bare minimum, every selling you'll trade, you're going to set up will have proper trailing stops, an automated trailing stop. Now, for those of you that are new, an automated trailing stop is really an automated order of which you set up that you can set up trades with confidence and go to work, go to sleep, go to the beach. I mean, most of you want to trade part-time. Most of our students trade part-time, right? You just want an opportunity to earn some extra income or full-time income, right? But you want to do it, not have to sit there and watch your charts all day long. Well, you'll learn that's what we set up. But to give you a very basic understanding of setting up proper trailing stops, automated exit strategies, you can be aggressive, you can be conservative. If you're aggressively setting it up, it's below your C entry, conservatively below your A. And this quick example right here, this would be right around what we would describe as about 25 pips of risk. So what I just said in a long-winded way right there in this quick example, as we are willing to risk in this opportunity on the downside, 25 pips of opportunity for the upside potential to make 90 pips. Does everybody understand that? That's around a 4-to-1 risk ratio. Does everybody understand that? Most importantly, I want everybody, if you understand the importance of risk management, I'm trying to stress to all of you, type in yes, because that's the most important part of trading. Absolutely 100% the most important part of trading. And trust me when I tell you, you will get a brilliant education on that. There's a reason why we've been around for 28 years. Now watch, A, B, C, D. We're looking to follow this pattern, trade this up till we hit the natural D extension, of which our D is right there. A, B, C, D. The second we hit that natural D extension. Everybody type in yes if you understand what I talked about with risk management. I'm not moving on until everybody tells me that they understand risk management is the most important part of trading. Because if you can't get past that, go find something else to invest in. It's the most important thing. Good. Everybody's into it now. Now watch. A, B, C, D. The second we hit that natural D, you're following rules-based trading. One of the most important rules is when you hit that Fibonacci extension, you're out. Well, 12 hours, my friends. 12 hours, 90 pips on a standard lot. You just had an opportunity to make a $900 profit. This is what we do every single day with students all over the world, right here. $900 in 12 hours. But this is where this gets fun. Watch. Because now what you're going to start to understand is the power of the wave patterns. Now what you're going to see as we start to move right into the live market is these wave patterns will repeat at times 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times in a row, over and over and over and over again, right? But most important, you're going to have a formula to trade these patterns over and over again, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times in a row. But let me show you what I mean. Follow me right here. Now, you may not know this now, but you will learn this very quickly, okay, if we clean this up a little bit. Watch. If I bring this right over here, right down here, where grab my little arrow right here. If I grab right down here, my arrow, right here, my little arrow right here. Oh, let me grab another arrow right here. If I grab an arrow right here, you will see right there. You see where this arrow is right here? Okay. You see that arrow right there, right where I'm pointing at that C. Right there, that used to be a C. But what it is, my friends, right here, okay, is a brand new A. Well, right over here, my friends, this old D right here is now a brand new B. You can see we've got a brand new natural Fibonacci pattern that's developing right here in front of your eyes, right? So we got a brand new A, we got a brand new B. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna draw a manual Fibonacci. I'm gonna come right over here, grab my little tool, and I'm gonna measure right on up. So we got a brand new A, we got a brand new B right there. Brand new A right here, right? We got a brand new B right here. Now when I draw the trend line, for many of you, right here, when I draw this trend line, for many of you, my visual people, this is where it's all gonna start together, because when I draw this coming right down through here, check this out. You will start to see this pattern evolve right in front of your eye. There's our A, there's our B, here's our C entry. Do you see that? Here we go. We're in our second wave pattern right now, wave number 2. Now we have dipped into another red zone, red target. You're going to see some blue to blue, green to green here in a moment. But this is a red zone right here where we're going to trade is to the 1618. And does that move up and hit that natural D extension? Everybody type in A, B, C, D when you see it, because you're looking right at it. Type in A, B, C, D, right? A, B, C, D. A, B, C, D. A, B, C, D, because this little A, B, C, D pattern just produced an opportunity for you and your family right there, 122 pips. So wave number 2, in 18 hours, 122 pips is a potential of upwards of $1,220 worth of potential profit. But this, my friends, keep typing in A, B, C, D because we're not done. Because this is only wave number 1, wave number 2. So let's make sure we're clear here. Wave number 1, and here we go, wave number 2 right here. Wave number 2 right here. Wave number 1, and we'll just spread on over for you, wave number 2. So now we're in this pattern right here of wave 1, wave 2, and here we go. Let's look at wave number 3, and then we're going to take this right into up to the second live market opportunities. This is what we do every single day. This is what the currency market does every single day. But here we go again. This old A right here, check this out. Now we got a brand new A right over here. Right over here, we can move our B right up here. Check this out. Move this D out of the way right here. Move this out of the way right here. One more manual Fibonacci. Get this C out of the way right here. You can see there's our low right here. Grab this manually. I'm going to let automation do it next. Here we go. Here's our third wave pattern right here. And again, for my people that are visual, you can see right over here, the trend line what? The trend line starts to tell the story. 1, 2, 3, and here we go. We're into our third wave pattern. Now watch. We got our A right down here. Here's our A. Here's our B. Here's our C. Now look at this C where we dipped down to. This C has now dipped all the way down. 1 wave, 2 waves right here. This is wave number 2 right here. Wave 1, wave 2. But now we've dipped into a blue opportunity, which means mathematically we're looking to trade to that blue Fibonacci, blue zone, all the way up to that blue target right there. And does the analysis, does the Fibonacci analysis continue to fulfill the math? A, B, C, and here we go, D right there. A, B, C, D pattern. Third wave, third opportunity. This is what the currency market does every single day. And again, this is wave number 2. So let's look at wave number 3. Come right over here. This right here is 225 pips. Everything affects it, Terry. That is 225 pips. That is upwards of $2,250 worth of potential profit. This is what we do every single day for students like Herb. 350 pips for the week. How about a slow start to the week? 700 pips. How about 800 pips? How about students 14th? When was that? Friday. Last week, Tony made how many pips? 3,700 pips in the week. Gang, let that sit in for a second. Last week, 3,700 pips. That's upwards of $37,000 worth of potential profit. But imagine just showing up in the Flex trading room. Chris Pulver builds the trades right in front of your eyes. You can copy the trades. Students, how's everybody doing? Well, I'm up 225 pips. Bruce, I'm up 300 pips. Congratulations. Denise, I'm up 2,300 pips, my friends, over and over and over again. Results in these markets, 7,400 pips in a month, 2,700 pips in a month, 6,600 pips in a month. That's $66,000 worth of potential profit. David, 3,900 pips. But it's not 1 week. It's not 1 month. This is happening week after week, month after month. This is what we do, and we have been doing this for 27 years. The opportunity that we uncover, 2,900 pips, 500 pips, 750 pips, Thomas 1,000 pips, it just keeps on going. Results, results, results. Students making, how about January 6th, my first 1,000 pip week? That's upwards of $10,000 worth of potential profits. Results, results. But here's the best part. I haven't showed you anything yet. Now what you're going to see is incredible technology. I want everybody to understand that this is a live market set presentation right now. If you agree with me that today's date, okay, today's date is January 17th. It's 8:16 p.m. New York City time. Everybody do it now. Go in the chat box and type in the word live, L-I-V-E. Everybody go in the chat box, type in the word live, L-I-V-E. If you agree with me that we are live, if you want to see live setups, live trading opportunities right in front of your eyes in the live market. Everybody type in the word live. We're not tape delayed, rebroadcast, anything like that. This is live. Guys, you with me? All right, good. So if we look at this currency right here, okay, this is the Euro US dollar. We're on a 4-hour chart. Euro US dollar 4-hour chart. This candle right here, when I click on it, boom, what's that say? Right now, here we are, right? We're all here together live. Now, the technology of which I'm going to demonstrate to you right now, no other trading platform in the world has. This technology is built into Smart Trader. And imagine doing this with one swipe of your finger on your phone and analyzing every currency pair. So you can be in the live trading rooms where we give the trades, or simply you can break it down like this. Watch. Smart technology built into Smart Fibonacci's, right? This little tool right here. Now, here's the thing. This is just a small example of the power of this, but I'm going to click on one of my favorite tools right here called Smart Fibonacci. And what I'm doing is I'm looking for my low candle right there. When I got that low candle right there, and again, you can do this right on the face of your phone with your finger. 1, 2, 3, click. And in one split second, 100% accuracy, the A, the B, the C, the D, the entry, the exit, the trade setup, the pips, the profits come next. That is a wave pattern right in front of your eyes right there. If this is technology that you could picture yourself having success with, type in wow. Type in I need it. How can I use it? Because this changes the game right here. This changes the game. No more drawing, trying to guess. This is incredible technology right here. Now watch how this works. Let's talk about pips right now. Right now. Forget about all those other students. Right now, what's moving right now? Watch. Here's our first A right here. I'm going to take you right up to what's happening right this second in the live market. There's our A, okay? Here's our B right over here. So we've got our AB pattern right here. There's an A, there's a B. Now watch as I draw again. What's the trend line tell us? The trend line tells the story. So our first shift comes right down through here, okay? Here's our first shift right here, right? A, B. Now our C entry is down here in the green buy zone. Can you follow this? I mean, you can see the C entry is down here in the green. So where are we going to trade? We're going to trade to the 1180. So we've got an A, we got a B right down here. And what do we have? A natural C entry all the way up to trade to that energy pattern. Boom. And let me tell you something. It is no coincidence the second it hits that natural D right there, it drops right off. That's math in the market, my friends. Well, wave number one. Now watch. That trade right there, 150 pips. That very first move, 150 pips on wave number one, is upwards of $1,500 worth of potential profit. And that's just beginning. That is wave number one. Here we go. There's wave one. Now here we go. Come right over here. Wave number two. Here's our A. Here's our B. We just went through this in other examples, right? Right here. That was our D up there. That should have been a C. I didn't mean to confuse you. So we got a brand new way. A, B, here we go. Let's draw the trend line. You can see, those of you that are my visual, what's the trend line tell? The trend line tells what? The story. Well, you can see our second shift right there. Is this making sense to you? I mean, look, here we go. A, B, C. Now we've dipped down into where? Check this out. Bring this up right here. We dipped into another red zone, red target. We're going to trade that up to the 1180. So now we hit our natural D right up there. This ABCD pattern right here comes over here. Check this out. And we're going to measure this right on up just like that. Boom. 203 pips. 203 pips is now upwards of over $2,000 worth of potential profit. That, my friends, right there is wave number two. But what's the currency market love to do? It loves to move in these natural orderly energy wave patterns. But everybody, come right over here. You see that A where my arrow is pointing? When you see that A right there where I'm pointing at with that arrow, everybody go in the chat box and type in A. You see that A? Right there. Type in A. Do you see that A? Delfino, do you see that A? Delfino, you wanted to see live trading opportunities. Do you see that B? I didn't draw that. The technology do that. Smart Trader. There's the A, there's the B. Smart Trader tells us we're in the buy zone. When I draw this trend line right through here, you guys tell me. I mean, do you see this trend that's developed? A, B, C, D. Here we go. We have moved into the third wave pattern, red zone, red target. And let me ask you a question. Would you say there's a high level mathematical probability we're moving up A, B, C to hit the natural D right up there and follow through this trend the third time mathematically? Every single one of you type in yes when you see that target right there, because that's 200 pips right there. That's a $2,000 move. Do you see it? Do you see it? This is what the currency market does. over and over again. Let me tell you something. It is no coincidence, my friends, that it's moving towards these old natural highs. It moves through these natural energy patterns. And this is not the only currency on the move. Come right over here. How about if we look at the Great British Pound, Swiss franc, 8-hour chart? We're moving through this. How many waves? We're in the third wave pattern right here. Watch this right here. We come right over here. We got 1, 2, 3. We're in this trend right here. Moving through this ABCD pattern. This beautiful trend right here is an opportunity. Now look at this. How many pips is that? 331 pips. That's a $3,000 move right there. These opportunities move on the way up, and oh boy, do they move on the way down. We can trade Fibonacci analysis on the way up, and 1, 2, 3, and click, boom, and we trade Fibonacci's on the way down. This type of technology, moving on multiple currencies at once, on the way up, on the way down, multiple time frames at once, is what we trade every single day. But the results are why we grow. 130,000 pips in a year. That's $1.3 million on standard lots. Trading rooms, 3,200 pips, right? Results, results, results. But let me ask you a question. How would you like to take this one step further? One step further. And have a system that will do all of this analysis for you with confidence, set the trade up, enter the market for you, add to positions while you're winning, get you out of positions while you're losing, and do that, my friends, with world-class automation. Every single one of you go in the chat box if you understand what I'm talking about and type in auto, type in automation, type in robot, type in perfect storm, because this system automation is revolutionizing how our students are buying and selling in these markets. You want to talk about game-changing technology. Now, we've been building automated platforms for well over 10 years. Well over 10 years. This is designed by Chris Pulver. This system has been brilliant, and you're going to see third-party verified results. Outside company, stamped, certified automation. Now, our new student launch is tomorrow, January 18th. As part of our new student launch, a handful of you in a couple minutes here are going to be given this automated system. This is a $5,000 system that builds right into Smart Trader. We're going to set it up for you. We're going to let you run it. We're going to trade right there with you, with your mentor, and you're going to get a chance to see automation over the next 60 days. But watch, let's launch it. How cool is this? Let's go right into Smart Trader. Let me show you what this looks like. Now, we'll set this up for you. We'll be right there with you in the live market, helping you do this, right? Check it out. So if we come right over here, I'm going to launch this across, let's do this. I'm going to launch this across 6 currency pairs. You can run on multiple currencies at once. You can see these all live market. Live market, live market, every candle right here, this is all live market. I got on a 4-hour chart. That's one of the ways that I like to run this. But check it out. Let's run perfect storm on these right now. Boom. I'm going to come right over here, click on this. I'm going to run this on all these carries. Now, this will link to your broker automatically. We'll do everything. We'll take you through the whole process. We do this every day with students around the world. But watch. You'll see it going through the calculations, see it crunching all the numbers. Watch the trades calculating and executing in the bottom left-hand corner. There you go. Those are all automated trades dinging off right now. But let's talk results. How about my FX book, third-party verified? If you'd have started this a year ago, you'd have had an opportunity in 2021 to have made over 4,800 pips through automation. On a standard lot, that's $48,000 worth of potential profit. Now, how many of you are interested in automation? That's an outside, verified, right there account. This is what we do. We believe in automation, my friends. We believe in putting you in front of great tech trading rooms like Chris Pulver. How many of you like to be in the Flex trading room where Chris gives the trades face-to-face? You can buy and sell off of Smart Trader. How many of you love an opportunity to go through our education? How many like to use our technology, be in our trading rooms, go through our education, and go experience our new student launch and trade with us over the next 60 days and see what you can accomplish? You're going to get tired of hearing about everybody else. Go through our process and see how many pips you can make for you and your family, and do it all with a 100% in writing satisfaction money back guarantee. Absolutely 100% satisfaction money back guarantee. Type in me, type in I'm ready, type in tell me more. Let me know who's serious, right? Because many of you have rolled into 2022. You're looking for opportunity. You probably should have been planning before the start of the year, right? I'm going to give you a blueprint right now. This is what we do every single day. The new student launch classes tomorrow. I got a handful of automated systems to give away. A lot of you are in here because you know what's coming up here in a second. I love it. I'm excited for you guys. Let me show you how this works, okay? I know you guys want the automation, the perfect storm, but we have to start with our flagship program, the Ultimate Traders Package on Demand. This is our baby right here. This is what our founder, has built over the decades. Every one of you will have full access to this. Every student starts right here. This is our flagship program, the UTP, 5 phases. Phase number 1, you're all going to go through our live education, 20 hours in the live market. That's just a start. It's brilliant. It flies by. The people that put this on are so good. If you can't attend it all live, don't worry. We record it. We archive it. You have unlimited lifetime education with us, right? Now, in a minute here, you're going to get a user ID and a password. And you're going to have an opportunity right here, my friends, to go right into our online university. You're going to have a user ID and a password. The chief hosts this. The education portal is brilliant. We've spared no expense building this out. 12 interactive lessons. You're going to love it. Now, Smart Trader, this is where this gets fun. We've made arrangements for this new student launch for you guys to get the Smart Trader technology on all of your devices, your iPhones, your Androids, your Macs, your PCs. Take it with you in the live market anywhere you go. We're going to have this set up and run for you in the next 20 minutes or so, and we'll do this, and we'll get this going. Now, we'll watch how this goes. All right, now check this out, automation. We're going to get into the automation. I'm going to give away some of those automated systems in a moment here, right? Also, mentorship. You're going to have a mentor assigned to you whose sole purpose is to help you learn this skill set as quickly as possible to generate as many pips as possible. Now, in addition to your own mentor, we trade live every day in the U.S. market, Monday through Friday. We did 3 live sessions today. We'll do 3 live sessions tomorrow. We do 3 live sessions every single day, Monday through Friday. Every session, every trade is posted in the Smart Trader cloud. You pull it right down. We record every single session. Every market open, though, globally, here's the good news. We trade live in our Analysts on Demand trading room. Tonight in the United States of America, while most of you are sleeping at 3 a.m., we'll be trading live the London market. We trade live the Asian market. We trade every market open around the world live with our students, right? This is what we do, and we're pretty good at it. And the commitment of doing it, being there side by side with the students is how we get the success. And the best part about this opportunity today is just come have fun. I mean, you know, you're looking for opportunities. You're looking for maybe a secondary income stream, 3rd, 4th, 5th, right? Or maybe you're looking for full-time. You know, you've already entered into 2022. What are you going to do different this year from last year? Because if you're looking for an opportunity, I'm going to give you a blueprint to follow. Just come have fun. Be a sponge. Be in the trading rooms. Listen to your mentors. Use this technology. Go see how many pips you can make. And if 60 days from today, you haven't made enough pips, had enough fun, met enough great people within this community, you know what we'll do? We will give you 100% of your investment back. You're going to get a 100% in writing satisfaction money back guarantee. And we'll go through this line by line, very straightforward with you. So this is how this is going to work. Our launch is tomorrow, the 18th, okay? We got a lot of people in here because you've been watching, you know what's happening. Big launch tomorrow. Normally, the market value of just the flagship program of the Ultimate Traders Package on Demand, okay, is right around here. Terry, they pay me a lot of money, all right? Here's the thing. Also, in addition to that, Terry, I'm also realistic, my friend. I'm very good at what I do, and I've been doing this a long time. I get satisfaction out of people learning a skill set. It's awesome. I've got students from around the world that come see us in our sessions here, right? Here's the thing. Tomorrow, the 18th, kicking off, right? Our normal market value of our flagship program is right around $10,000. That does not include the automated system, right? We're going to bundle this all together, though. You don't have to invest $10,000. The perfect storm's a $5,000 system. I'm going to give away some of those to some new students in a moment. But here's the good news. We're going to bundle this all together because of the launch. Now, you can go online to our website anytime that you want and become a student. Online retail pricing for the Ultimate Traders Package on Demand, $7,995. But live with me on the eve of the launch tomorrow, I'm going to discount this right now. We're going to bundle this together. I'm going to save you right now 40% discount, $3,000 savings, one-time investment of only $4,995 with an in-writing 100% satisfaction money-back guarantee. And yes, we have payment plans, absolutely. But what you need to do if you want to take advantage of this big discount, right, this savings, is type your telephone number in the chat box right now. Do it now. Type your telephone number in the chat box, and it's very simple to get started. You should have a million questions, right? Many of you have been asking great questions. We will reach out to you, answer every single question that you have. Max, I got your number. Jason, I got your number. Isaiah, I got your number. Stefan, I've got your number. Again, we've got payment plans. Here's the thing. You're going to wish you started this 6 months ago. You're going to wish you started this a year ago. You're going to wish you started this 5 years ago. You're going to wish you traded Brexit with us in 2016, 70,000 pips in 6 weeks. Type your phone numbers in the chat box. And here's the big one. The first 10 of you that type your telephone number in the chat box, when you come on board as a student, the first 10 of you are going to receive for the automation right now. The first 10 of you are going to receive the Perfect Storm for free. There you go. That's a $5,000 system. I'm giving away $50,000 worth of those programs right now. And we got a huge group in here. So first 10 of you, type in your phone numbers. Alex, I got your number. Stefan, I got your number. Simon, I got your number. AJ, I got your number. Melissa, I got your number. Yeah, keep typing those in. You're all going to get a 60-day satisfaction money-back guarantee. Absolutely 100%. Keep typing those numbers in. We'll go through this line by line with you. Now, there's 2 ways that you can invest in this program. You can do what's called an option A or an option B. An option A is for those of you like me. You want the best value, the biggest discount. You love saving the most amount of money, right? You'd rather pay for it all at once, get that big savings. And if you want to get 100% of your investment back in 60 days, great. But if you want the discount, what I need you to do right now is type in an A. Type in an A if you want the discount. That's your best value, absolutely. But if you're not an A, you're a B. That means you want a payment plan, which is awesome. We're working out customizable, flexible payment plans. Just talk to the staff. See if we can work out something to fit your budget. But I need to know if you're an option A if you want the discount or an option B so we can get the right people to get hold of you. So Michael's an A, Stefano's an A, Jason's an A, Delfino's an A, Brian's an B. Just let us know if you're an option A or an option B. We'll work out something one way or another. How many of you like to be in the flex trading room? You're going to be in the flex trading room, right? You're all going to get an opportunity. I need to know if you're an option A or an option B though, right? Keep typing those in. We also have a relationship with PayPal. How would you like to get PayPal to pay for this for you? Let us know. Option A, option B, and we'll get you guys taken care of. All right, good. You're going to be in the flex trading room. Every trade Chris Pulver builds in the flex trading room, you will have full access to all of this, my friends. This is very good. Well, that's what the phone call afterwards for, Delfino. All right, so because we got a lot of people in here. All right, so how many of you really want the automation? Because I got 10 of them. And because the launch is tomorrow, we had a huge group in here tonight. How many of you really want the automation? Then this is what you need to do, okay? Type in, oh yeah, this is the thing. Then what I need you to do is go in the chat box and don't wait till I'm finished. Go in there right now and type in calling in now. Type in calling in now. And the first 10 of you, I'm going to do it this way because I got probably 50 of you that want the automation. Not only will I guarantee you'll all get the automation if you call in right now, the first 10 of you, but I'll do a call in right now, new student launch savings. You call in, I'll save you an additional $1,000. Option A, option B. Tomorrow's the launch. Let's do it. Type in calling in now. The number I just put in the chat box, 407-809-1012. I'll save you $1,000 option A. I'll save you $1,000 option B. But here's the big one. The first 10 of you that call in, you come on board, A, B, PayPal, don't care. You'll all get the automation, right? You're all going to get a 60-day satisfaction money back guarantee. Type in calling in now. Miguel's calling in. Brian's calling in. Stefan's calling in. So when you call in right now, this is what I'm going to do. I'll guarantee you guys all get the automation, but type in calling in now. The number's on the bottom of the screen, Alex, and I'll put it in here one more time. Call in right now. There you go. Boom. There's the number. I put it in there. When you call in right now, you're going to get the Perfect Storm automation. You're going to get the $1,000 savings, and you're going to get an invitation right into the Flex Trading Room. You're all going to get a 60-day satisfaction money-back guarantee tomorrow. You're going to be in the Kiwi Bull Rush. This is our new launch this year, 2022 kickoff. That's 7,100 pips. That is put together by analysts that have been trading these markets for decades, my friends. Miguel's calling in, Brian's calling in, Stefana's calling in, AJ's calling in. And here's the thing. For those of you, a bunch of you are saying, I'm calling, you're not on hold, you're in the queue. That's all right, you're good to go, you're in the queue. This is what I'm going to do, because I do have a lot of you in here. I'm just going to put a little timer on here. As long as you guys are on the phone, and don't wait for me to finish. You've heard what you need to hear at this point. I'm just going to put 3 minutes on the clock here. As long as you're on the phone in the next 3 minutes, we'll get you guys taken care of, because I do have to shut the webinar down at some point here. Miguel, I've got you. Brian's calling in. Stefana's calling in. AJ's calling in. Max and Brian and Melissa. And all right, so we'll get you guys taken care of. Here's the thing too. Call in to ensure that you get this automation. Even if you're unsure A or B or PayPal, call in, talk to the team. You do not want to miss out on the automation. Questions, call in. If you want to know about payment plans, call in. If you want to know about the trading rooms, call in, right? Here's the thing. We got a big group in here, a bunch of you. Miguel's on the phone, Melissa's on the phone, AJ's on the phone, Brian's on the phone. Not only will you get the automation, but we'll save you $1,000. Like I said, every single one of you that call in, you will get that savings. Melissa, Brian, AJ, Max, congratulations. Stefan, congratulations. All right, so like 2 minutes left. And again, even if you just have questions, call in and talk to the team, because tons of you are asking me questions in the chat box, and there's way too many of you in here for me to get to every single question. Stefan, I've got you. Alex, I've got you. AJ, I've got you. Delfino, call in and talk to them. We'll get you taken care of. Alex, I've got you. Terry, we've skipped your results. Terry, I don't even know what that means. Terry, you got a 60-day in writing 100% satisfaction guarantee. That's as good as we can get. We take all the risk. We're going to give you our proprietary information, our proprietary trading rooms, our technology, our access to what we do. We take the risk in this. You want your money back, go get your money back. So I don't want to hear anything about that. All right, Miguel, I've got you. Melissa, I've got you. And here's the thing I would ask all of you. If not this, then what? What are you going to do this year? Because at some point, you got to look in the mirror and ask yourself the tough questions. This isn't luck. This isn't gambling. This isn't magic. This isn't mystery. This is a skill. And if you want to move forward, you got to learn a skill. I don't care if you want to go learn an education on investing in real estate, operating a business, e-commerce, whatever it is, you got to learn a skill. And I will tell you right now, based on my experience, how long I've been doing this, there's nobody better at what we do, more technology than what we do, more results than we achieve with our students, and has a community of which we've built over decades. Tomorrow's the launch. Take advantage of it. About 43 seconds left. So congratulations to all the new students. And again, even if you have questions, call in and talk to the team, and they will get everybody taken care of. Max, I've got you. AJ, I've got you. Melissa, congratulations. And this is what we're going to do. A bunch of you are telling me, as long as you're in the queue, you're good to go. As long as you're in the queue, you're good to go. They may not pick up for 30 seconds or so, so don't get frustrated. We got a lot of people in here. We'll get you guys taken care of. Take advantage of these opportunities. Learn this skill. Have fun. Be part of this community. And look up 60 days from today and see what you've achieved. Do it. But you got to give us a little bit of effort. You got to give us a little bit of effort. And if you're not willing to give a little bit of effort, then you know what? Go do something else. Give us a little bit of effort. Get in these live trading rooms. Follow your mentorship and go see what you're at in 60 days. And we'll be happy to show you the plan of which we've been doing for decades and the community of which we've built and the fun we've had. So this is what we're going to do. I got a lot of people calling in, logging in. What I'm going to do is, if for some reason the phone lines, you have an issue getting through anything, stay by your phones, because the only way we can get you into the Kiwi Rush, all right, into the live session, the Bull Rush, there's a couple things you need to do. So make sure you pick up your phones, and the team will reach out to you and we'll get you taken care of. We'll start calling out to people in about 30 to 45 minutes once we've gotten taken care of everybody that is called in. And again, even if you're unsure, PayPal, how you're going to pay, just talk to the team, because they've been given very flexible opportunities to bring brand new students in. Have a discussion with them, see if this can work for you. So excited to get you guys going. Thank you very much. I'm going to shut the webinar down here in about 30 seconds or so. We'll get you guys taken care of. Good luck. Michael, I've got you. Stefan, I've got you. AJ, I've got you taken care of. Congratulations to Melissa, Brian, Alex, AJ. All right, good luck, everybody. Have a great night, and we will see you in the live trading rooms. We'll get you going every day. So take care, everybody. Terry, good luck, Terry. Call and talk to somebody, Terry. You got good questions.